evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kennedy High School 2000 Marching Band Concert. I'm your host, Chip Wilka. The marching band is under the new direction of Mr. Dennis Tischhauser. The band opens with Doctor Who and the Kennedy School Rouser. In honor of our nation's colors as the band plays the national anthem. Strausses, Thus Spake Zarathustra. We go straight into Lock You Up, a hot little Latin ditty. And our next two numbers. Before we begin our show, we'd like to recognize this year's student leadership. We've got Kelly Benson on flutes, Jesse McCabe on clarinet, Jasmine Bennett on saxophone, Joe Stroman on high brass, Mandy Stillman on percussion, Amanda Michael on guard, and Steve Sabin, band manager. This year's field commander is Carolyn Rosewall. Take it away. Courtesy of Tom Wallace, Party All the Time, and She Blinded Us with Science. section leader, and Wills for piccolos. Jeff Lundquist, tuba section leader, and low brass. Amanda Michael, color guard. Julie Robertson, Steve Saban, Mandy Stillman, Joe Strumman, Monica Wenzel, Chip Wilcutt, Jack Wong. Before we move into our pep band part for our show, we'd like to introduce you to our band president, Mrs. Barb Schutz.
Good to have everyone here this evening. I'm Barb Schutz, the band booster president. This year, as in every year, we'd like to recognize our graduating seniors. An emotional time, but at this time, if I can have the parents of the graduating seniors line up on this side, we would like to have them on stage with their students. Over on the Jeff Lundquist. Mandy Michael. Julie Robertson. Steve Saban. Mandy Stillman. Joe Strumman. Monica Wenzel. Chip Wilcutt. Jack Wong. These are our graduating seniors. As we continue with the show tonight, I wanted to make a few announcements as everyone's setting up for the next part of the program. If you noticed when you came in, there's a table out there with the band booster letters. It has a label on it with your student's name. If you can pick yours up tonight, that would be great. Those that haven't been picked up, I will put in the mail. We have an Orlando trip sheet in there. Many of you parents sent the signed consent form in, which left you with no reference as to when the next payment is. So there is a sheet in the back, and you can use that to be able to have a record of when the next payment is due, and it's coming up, I believe it's November 7th. There's several people that I really want to thank to make this a working situation for all of us. It requires some ladies that do a lot of hard work every time we march. And I have two uniform moms, Lynn Detzler and Barb Wilcutt. Where are you, Barb? Over there. And they do a lot of work, and they're with us every time we go to march. But not only do they help us with the uniforms, they're known as the water ladies, because as our students march, many times it's very hot, and we're going for maybe a mile length march, so they need some irrigation as we go along. And these ladies march along with them and try to aim as close as we can to the mouth and spray these students and water them as we march. And without them, we wouldn't be able to have the troops continuing. We've done very well this year. We haven't lost anyone. There's some excerpts in the newsletter from different trips that we've had that you might enjoy reading. The other thing that thank you. The other thing that I'd like to mention, I don't know, Barb Clausen, are you here? Can you come up? Barb is doing our fruit sale this year, and she has some information. If you haven't seen the package yet from your student, they should have brought it home on Monday. Barb can tell you more about it.
Hi. Like Barb said, I'm Barb Clausen, and I'm coordinating the fruit sale this year. Everybody got an envelope like this on Monday, as Barb indicated. This went home with all the band and orchestra students, including those band students that are only involved with marching band or drumline. We appreciate it if you do look at the packet. The nice thing about this fundraiser, I know I've done fundraisers for my son throughout the course of his school life, and the one thing really nice about this fundraiser is that 40 to 50% goes into the student accounts. And this money is not credited to the band booster account, it's credited to the individual students so they can use it for their Orlando trips, or they can use it for instrument lessons or any type of music-related activity. So it is a nice fundraiser. I personally brought my son's fruit sale packet with me to work last year, and I put it out on a table in my office, and I sold $350 for him just by putting it out, and there was only like 10 or 15 people that bought from me. So in retrospect, he did have that much money put into his account, which was really nice. We do encourage all of you. We have a Century Pride booklet that went home in the envelope that has cheese and meat, and we also have a picture of a fruit basket that the kids can sell. One of the reasons that we get the fruit so cheap is that we have to basically assemble all the fruit baskets and inspect all of the fruit. So on December 8th, which is a Friday, will be our packing party, and I'm hoping all of you can come out and help us. It's a lot of fun because it gives you an opportunity to meet other band parents. We're going to try to get going about 4 o'clock with the students and get the setup done and all the fruit and everything packed out and ready to go, so that by the time the parents come, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, we'll be ready to go and we can start inspecting. We have to stay that night until it's done, so obviously the more volunteers we have that night, the happier we all are that we don't have to stay so late. So we do appreciate that. On December 9th is when the final pickup will be. Those people that help on December 8th will be able to pick up their food orders early. Otherwise, the rest of the people will be picking up their orders on Saturday, December 9th, between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning. And we do appreciate it if you have ordered fruit and cannot make it to pick up your fruit on that day, that you make arrangements with someone else to pick up your fruit order, because we don't have a place to store this. And the same with the Century Pride. A number of those things have to be refrigerated, and it's very difficult for us to store those items. So we do appreciate your coming and picking those up. But I'm hoping to meet a lot of you during this fruit sale, and I'm looking forward to the packing party. And good luck in helping your students sell the fruit and the meat and cheese. Thank you.
One final announcement after our performance this evening. You're all invited out to the lobby area where we'll be serving refreshments.
Thank you.
The band will open their pep band segment with 3 fantastic numbers by Henry Mancini. They are the Swing March, first from the movie What Did You Do in the War, Daddy?, Pink Panther from the movie of the same name, and the famous Inspector Clouseau song, and Peter Gunn, the theme from the hit TV series Peter Gunn. David Rose penned the piece, The Stripper, not by Mancini, but I'm sure it's a piece he'd be proud to call his own. The band's next two numbers are from two popular television series in the 1960s. The first, Mission Impossible by Lalu Schriffen, and the second is Hawaii Five-0. Our next feature was popularized by the Glenn Miller Band, Tuxedo Junction. And the one after that is Big Noise from Winnetka from the Bob Crosby Band. That's right, Bob Crosby, the not-so-famous brother of a guy named Bing. We now move to the Latin part of our concert, beginning with Malagueña, moving to Brazil, and then La Bamba. La Bamba is our senior feature for tonight's show. Go Loco Bando! Our next two numbers are by a band. Our next two numbers are by a band called Chicago, 24, 6-4, and Make Me Smile. Our next piece is the YMCA, popularized by the Village People. We would ask at this time that everyone in the audience stand up. Come on, you've got legs. And sing along with us. I'm sure you know at least one word. So, here we go. last number is a piece from 1950s, Hit by the King's Men. Now, for most of you, that won't ring a bell, but the piece is called Louie Louie. And right now, we need our leadership out here.
All right, we'd like to present the director's gift to Mr. Tisch. And Mr. Tisch, you're getting your gifts now. All right, we've got first a can of Mountain Dew, because we all know he likes his Mountain Dew. And also a gift certificate to the Olive Garden. And we'd also like to call out Mrs. Schufs at this time. She's been a great help to us. She's helped us get ready, and she's done a lot of work in the transition. And we'd like to thank her, and we got her a bouquet. Thank you, and I'll turn it back to Chip.
Will Terry Michael please come to the podium?